What's happening, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And finally, Chelsea's quest to land a proven number 9 seems to be complete. They have agreed a fee of £97.5 million with Inter Milan for the return of Romelu Lukaku to Stamford Bridge. It's a club record fee for Chelsea. It's exciting times for us as Chelsea fans. And hopefully this deal should be concluded in time for him to be registered for the European Super Cup on Wednesday night. At time of recording on Sunday morning, he's expected to undergo a medical in Belgium before then flying on to London to complete the formalities of the deal. George, how excited are you that Chelsea's quest for a number 9 is finally completed and it's Romelu Lukaku coming back to Stamford Bridge?
I don't think excited is the right word. I think I'm relieved, because I was panicking slightly when, obviously our primary target was Erling Haaland, and for whatever reason that hasn't come through. But what is important that Chelsea have done is they've addressed the situation very quickly and have had a contingency plan in place. And for Lukaku as a so-called contingency plan, it's not a bad second option. And I have to say, as much as my personal views on Romelu Lukaku, I think he does suit the formation. I think Thomas Tuchel will like him. I trust Tuchel's judgment. So he'll be a Tuchel signing. I don't think that's an Abramovich signing. Proven goal scorer. And yeah, mate, club record fee. I mean, we had Torres at 50 mil. We had, I think, Morata in the 70s. And now we've gone even higher in the 90s for Romelu Lukaku. They do say never go back, though. And we do. I think the one thing that is the question mark is that Chelsea do have a curse when it comes to big signings up front, but let's hope that Lukaku can change that. And I think, like we've said in previous videos, mate, he's a different player than what he was when he first came to Stamford Bridge. Much older, more mature. He's gone away. He's scored goals at every club he's been at. So I think he's the missing piece of the puzzle. But I'm relieved more than excited, I have to say. Sorry to burst the excitement bubble, but that's kind of my thought on it.
No, I'm excited. He's coming back. I think he's got unproven business with Chelsea. I think first time round he was a lot younger, wasn't really given a fair crack of the whip. He's gone away and proven himself, and now, as you said, he's scored goals everywhere he's been. He's coming back a much more rounded player. I'd say probably one of the top 5 out-and-out centre forwards in world football, and in the prime of his career at 28 years of age. George, how do you see him fitting into this side? I think he's obviously going to slot straight in and play in one of those front 3 positions. He's going to offer us that physical presence that we've been lacking up top, really, since the likes of Costa and Drogba left. This really does give us an added dimension, doesn't it, in that top end of the pitch?
Yeah, mate. So I was at a wedding last night, but then I came back and watched about half an hour worth of YouTube clips of Lukaku just goals. And I don't think he gets the credit. I think probably I isolate him too much of the actual technical ability he has. I think you look at him and you just think, oh, he's one of those players that just brings the ball down and just on the turn brings others into play. But he's so much more than that. I mean, he can score goals from outside the box, left foot, right foot. He's got great aerial presence. And I think when he does bring players into play, it works so well for us as a formation, because we've got such terrifying pace both sides of him, that if he just puts in Werner or a Hakim Ziyech or a Hudson-Odoi or a Havertz, I think it's going to be very hard for teams to handle. And we didn't have that. We had a lot of stuff on the break, but in terms of physical presence, when maybe we don't have as much as the ball, and we're looking at delivering from wide areas, he just offers that quality that we need. So I'm excited in that prospect, because I think he's an absolute animal when he's on top form. I mean, there's very little players that can stop him. When we've seen that in the Premier League, I don't think he got the credit he deserved at Manchester United either. But yeah, he's a ready-made goal scorer, and I think that's what we need. He's basically he fits the Chelsea mold. We've had it with Costa, we've had it with Drogba, and now Lukaku returns. So yeah, it's although I'm getting more excited, but I'm looking forward to seeing him put on the Chelsea strip again. And he's a Chelsea fan as well, so I mean, he'll want to play, and he's desperate to get out there and prove everyone wrong.
Yeah, he'll definitely have a lot to prove to those who doubt him. But as I said, George, I can't disagree with anything you said there. I think he's definitely the missing piece of the puzzle in terms of physical presence up top. The pacey players you've got also in that top end of the pitch, he can hold it up, flick it on. I think we might see with him up top the likes of you know, Mason Mount, Pulisic, Werner, Havertz getting a lot more goals through his hold-up play and his creative play. I think that's going to massively help us in that part. And we've really got an aerial presence in the box as well now. The amount of times like balls have been delivered in by Reece James or Chilwell, and we've just got no one who's any good with their head in the box. I think we've now addressed that. So, I mean, let's hope he can kind of deliver for us. There's always a slight worry, you know, when a big money centre forward comes to Chelsea, that, you know, history would suggest it doesn't tend to work out. But hopefully this will be different. But George, just a quick one before we wrap up. How many goals do you think Lukaku can get next season in the Premier League?
We were discussing this. I think anything over, like you said, 15, I think is a good base to work upon. Obviously, I think that the sky's the limit. I think he has the potential. He has no doubt in his quality that he can get 20 plus. He could even go for Golden Boot. There's no doubt about that, because I expect Chelsea now to challenge for the title, and therefore you'd expect Lukaku to be up there in the goal scoring rates. But yeah, I think that 15 to 20 mark is what I would expect from a centre forward of that quality.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with you, mate. I'm going to stick it out there. I think he's going to score 18 Premier League goals next season. I think with the amount of chances we created last season, we created so many chances. And I know we didn't score a lot of goals, so that's because we just didn't have someone who was a lethal finisher. So I think if we can create anywhere near the amount of chances we created last season, now that we've got a proven goal scorer and finisher, I think you should see Chelsea scoring a lot more goals this season and Lukaku getting the lion's share of them. But yeah, guys,
Sorry, I've been told before you finish to apologise to you live on air, because so you can have this now.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Because I think a couple of years ago, Charlie did state on a podcast or a YouTube video that Lukaku would be coming to Chelsea for around the £80 million mark, and I think I laughed it off, thinking no chance. So now it's done, mate. That's all more reason for people to join the channel. That you heard it here first from Charlie. So I'm sorry, mate, I got it wrong there.
No, that's fine, mate. I appreciate that. You know, just to add that one to the collection, obviously predicted Thiago Silva signing on a free transfer. And now Romelu Lukaku back at Chelsea. That's another one. But yeah, so guys, if you want any more exclusives, then obviously make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. And I'll see if I can keep my hot run going. But yeah, guys, as always, that's just myself and George's thoughts on Romelu Lukaku. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. You're excited by his return. How many goals do you think he'll get next season? And as always, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.